Yo, what's up? What's up? This is Green from Ojamas in Pajamas, and I welcome you, Ojama guys. This is a new deck profile I was working on for the last weeks. Didn't have much time to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but this deck over here is really good, really funny. It may not be tier 1, but I think when BOSH is released or post BOSH, you have definitely a chance to play this because you have some BOSH cards here that make the deck really good and really fast. And maybe you can, yeah, you can steal some games away with the deck. So it's TeleDaD 2016, one of my favorite decks ever. And I'm just going into the deck profile, into the card list really quick, and then explaining a few decks, a few choices. So the first is, of course, we have the Dog-Armed Dragon. I mean, you only have to play one, but if you can bring it out and your opponent cannot stop it, it's basically game. Against Pendulums, this card is really good. Destroying scales, destroying monsters, maybe, eventually. Then, yeah. Then we have the Malicious Engine, playing Destiny Hero Malicious at 3. You need to play him at 3, I mean, he's just too good not to play at 3, and who plays Malicious at 1 or even at 2? Then again, we have Dark Grapher triple. I max out on those. May seem a little bit inconvenient, but this is really good because we playing into the void. So getting rid of your hand cards is really good with Dark Grapher. Then we having double Armageddonite. These two open together, it's so broke. It's really good. You can normal Armageddon, going for Shadow Mist, then search out Malicious, special summon Dark Grapher with Malicious, and if you have an additional Dark monster, you can just go off from there. Then we have Shuttle Dragon. It is so good, oh my god. I had so many times where I drew a Foolish Burial, or I just drew an Armageddonite. I was in a really inconvenient and unpleasant situation, and I could just Shuttle Dragon away a Pendulum Scale. I could Shuttle Dragon away a back row, a floodgate. It is really, really nice. Then we have Double Diamond Dude. I mean, he's an additional target for Shadow Mist, just fueling your Destiny draws. And in addition to that, he's also good to just, with his effect, you can just like reveal a card if it's a normal spell, send it to the grave, do those shenanigans. It's really good and really nice. Can get some really good pluses. We play a lot of normal spell cards, so there are a lot of targets for that card. Then we have a double hero, elemental hero, Shadow Mist. I mean, playing triple of these is not good because mainly just you don't want to draw it. It's not bad, but you get the full potential of the card if you can special summon it with a hero lives, or if you can just ditch it to the grave with a grave card, mill it, get a search, start your play. Really fine card. Then we have 2 Plague Spreader Zombies. I'm not sure if I'm going to let that card being at 2 because most of the time I'll usually just use 1 and then it's all I need, but I mean, it can be good, and having a second copy for maybe bring back with Soul Charge or later in the game is also nice to have. Then I have 1 Krabons, just 2 Krabons. In the early builds of TeleDaD, you play 2 Krabons and 1 of these, but I don't see the need just to play more than 1 Krabons. I mean, you already had 2 Plague Zombies, and he's not that good as that card, so a 1-off is perfectly fine. Then with Rizebell. Rizebell, I really love that card. It's just amazing. You can just have Rizebell, and then, for example, you Italy Rizebell on your turn. You can manipulate the level, like make it a level 4, level 5, or even a level 6. Increase the level by up to 3 until the end phase. You can even use it in your opponent's turn to just ruin some Xyz plays. It's really funny. Then again, I'm not playing the Trishula right now, but you could possibly, if you have like Emergency Tally plus Armageddonite, it's just, yeah. It is an instant 2 cards Trishula because you can just Armageddonite, the Plague, bring Plague with its effect, special summon it on the field. You have Plague, you have Armageddon, so you're level 6 now. Then you just play E-Tally, you're getting Rise Belt, you do not use the effect, it stays level 3, so you have level 9, 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner monsters, so you can go off with Trishula, but the play seemed a little bit too fragile, so right now I'm just not playing it, but if you can just replace this with any card, maybe a Leo, take out Leo, just do how you want it to. I will play 1 Instant Fusion. I'm not relying too much on that card because this deck is designed for being post-BOSH, and I'm seeing that card on the next ban list. Sorry, not that card, but Norden, and without Norden, this is just losing its target, so you're not going to play Instant Fusion anymore. Right now, it's a run-off, it's perfectly good, can save some games, can make some extended plays, it's really nice to have. Then 1 Raigeki standard, 1 reinforcement of the army, we do not have 3 again, it's back to at 1, but it's okay, I mean, it's a normal spell for Diamond Dude, and in addition to that, you have so many targets in this deck, because mainly everything's warrior, so yeah. Soul Charge for extended plays, if you can bring a Soul Charge on your opponent in this deck, it is just bonkers. And if you mill this with Diamond Dude, you can even have your battle phase. You do not lose your battle phase. So milling this with Diamond Dude and then next turn using Soul Charge to special summon everything back. And if you do, you can just attack for game. Foolish Burial. I mean, sending things to the grave, this deck wants to have it. First turn, it is so good. Then, yeah, Allure of Darkness, draw power, Destiny draw power, and Into the Void, even more draw power. This deck just wants you to empty your hands, so having an additional card just to make some extended plays is just so good. And if you mill this with Diamond Dude, you do have to discard all the cards in your hand at the end phase, but you do not have to have 3 or more cards in your hand. So basically, this is just a +1. It is so good. Then we have a Hero Lives, double Hero Lives. This card is kind of iffy. I mean, if you open with it, you only have 4,000 life points left. But special summoning Shadow Mist, getting that mask change, getting that Anki, or getting that Dark Lore is just so good. You may be wondering why I'm playing Anki, because no one is playing Anki, but you can possibly just deal a lot of damage with just that Anki Dark Lore combo. So basically you just play Hero Lives. It's a 1-card combo, guys, it's really good. Play a Hero Lives, special summon Shadow Mist, search for the mask change. If your opponent doesn't have a monster, you can just deal damage with Shadow Mist, going into mask change, and then you have something on board. But supposedly, if they have a monster, you can just go Shadow Mist, mask change into Anki, destroy their monster, add the second mask change, activate it to make Anki a Dark Lore, and just deal another 2,400 damage, and then you end with Dark Lore on their turn. It is so good. So yeah, we played double mask change. It is okay. The card is good. I was testing with mask change second, but sometimes it was working out, sometimes it wasn't. So I just decided to not play that card anymore. And we have Twin Twister. I mean, this carding in this deck, oh my god. Twin Sister for a Malicious, it's just a -2 for your opponent. Twin Twister for Shadow Mist is just a search and -2 for your opponent. Well, -1, you're using the card. Twin Twister, a Plague, it is also good. Twin Twister, Shadow Dragon, I do not know if it's a cost, so if this card is counted as a cost, you will not get the effect of this card. If not, you potentially just can kill another back row card. So, yeah, I mean, the deck just wants to have it. One Call of the Haunted, I mean, bring back Riseable to manipulate some levels is good in later games. And even just, yeah, Shadow Mist is benefiting from it, and sometimes you want to bring back an Armageddon Knight, you ditch something to the grave, or something, just grave manipulation for Daddy, so it's okay, but I wouldn't play more than 1. And we have 2 Solemn Notice. I mean, I'm maybe going to make this deck a 41 card deck with just a 3rd copy of Solemn Notice. Gotta play that card until it's gone. I mean, well, not even gone, but put back to 1. This card is so good. It will just be on next, or on their second next ban list for sure. Maybe at 1, maybe completely banned. But this card is just so good. Then we have Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning is, yeah, it's standard. For the extra deck, we have Anki and Darklaw. I just explained those with Mass Change and Hero Lives. Really good. And then we have just like Elder God Norden. Norden is okay. I mean, instant fusion combo wombo. You know that deal, guys. I have Leo in here, just put it in here for testing recently. I was playing that new Stardust Charge Warrior instead because you're going into level 6 so easily, so you can just draw a card, get some draw power. The deck is just, it is just crazy. So Leo, maybe I'm going to take out if Stardust Charge Warrior is coming out for us in the TCG. Right now it isn't confirmed, and I found myself in duels where I had like a Plague or Cravens with 2 level 4 guys and just could go for Leo. 3100 against Cosmos. Perfectly good against that deck. Then we have just like Beals. Yeah, Beals, King of the Dark Dragons. I mean, it is so good. Having that against Cosmos is often just like a blowout. They're just going to lose instantly. It is really good. Void Ogre Dragon, like I said, most of the time you don't even have a hand, so you don't care. You just make massive boards with Void Ogre Dragon, with Photon Strike Bouncer, with Master Key Beetle, yeah, just or Darklaw. Just make unbreakable boards first turn and then just see them cry. And really cool. Then we have just Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Sometimes I'm just going, your shenanigans not going really good, so you're losing a lot of cards. You're just going minors, and they have an established board. And sometimes you're just lucky you can get out another level 8 synchro. So, and you need to make, you need to go equal. So you're just going to summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend and just destroy the whole monster board they committed. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Then we have Goyo Guardian, one of my best and most valuable cards in that deck. I mean, he has 2800 for attack. It is not good against Cosmos, I'm just going to admit that. But for all the other things where people just need to send their monsters to the grave, Goyo Guardian will just steal them. You will have an additional monsters to go for your place, and I mean, that card, it is just, I love it. Saved me a lot of games, especially against tellers, because when I just had that first turn, they often just couldn't deal with it, and they just losing to it because I was stealing their monsters and they had no targets for their Call of the Haunted, for their Oasis, for their Altair's, and that was really good. Yeah. Then Red Wyvern, sometimes I'm just using a level 6 synchro to go into a rank 6, so maybe Photon Strike Bouncer or even Utopia Beyond. Just that card again. It is good for Cosmos. Just dropping it, make all the monsters 0 attack, and it has 3000 attack. It is so big. So yeah. Apart from that, Red Wyvern can just destroy. Yeah, you can just destroy big beat sticks without targeting. I mean, really good effect. Yeah, then Beyond for Cosmos, like I said, you cannot use the second effect in that deck. I just was trying to figure it out, but it was not working. I mean, I do not play a second Utopia, and it's not happening, guys. Maybe if the Utopia Kaiser is coming out, but until then, there's no chance I'm playing another Utopia in that deck. Then we have Photon Strike Bouncer. I mean, I have made boards where you have Photon Strike Bouncer, and you had Void Ogre Dragon, and I was just like negating monster effects, negating spell and traps, negating just like everything. And then you had like possibly a counter trap line, so that was GG. Then we have Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Just yeah, it is a good dark monster. I didn't know what to put into the deck for rank 4, because rank 4 is important, yeah, but you just not rely too much on it. I mean, this is can just show you a big beat stick if you do not have access to your other mechanics like synchros or fusions. So just dropping that will just guarantee you a really big beat stick. Yeah, but I don't know. In the meta game, I would probably take it out because Magic Spectres, they cannot be targeted, and Cosmos, they just shit on your targeting effects. So maybe this is not that good, but yeah, we will see. PePe is a deck. Key Beetle, really cool. You can have Key Beetle with Void Ogre Dragon and with Mask Darklaw. So you just protect one of those cards with the Key Beetle, and that's just extended plays. Really hard to get over. Then we have Carstel, the Sky Blaster, standard, I mean. And we have Abyss Dweller. I do not know if this is too good, but against the Clown Engine in the graveyard, I wanted to have some graveyard negation, and you could possibly just end with this, with Void Ogre and all this stuff, and then just have a really good board and win second game or third game. If you do not win that game and your opponent didn't waste a lot of resources, you will just that deck will just backfire at you, and you will just most likely instantly lose. But yeah, first turn, this is so good. There are just not a lot of decks that can keep up with that speed. I mean, yeah, PePe is a thing, and they will just come, and that card, you gotta watch out for it. I mean, that card is just so good against PePe, destroying their back row, destroying their scales. It is really strong. Other choices I had that were pretty good, but I decided not to run is Trishula. I mean, you can take it in. There's a really good combo, like I explained before, but right now I'm just wanted to test out without. But I'm not saying that I'm not going to put Trishula back in. I mean, it's one of the strongest synchro monsters ever created, so you gotta watch out for him. Then 101, people just seem to drop him more and more, but I think, especially now in the format, he's really good. He's again just getting back his glory, so watch out for that card. Breakthrough Skill, Infinity is a card, and if Infinity is coming, you definitely want to main this, or if you do not, I'm just maining this, but I'm definitely going to side this for Infinity. And we have a third Solemn Notice, like I said. Maybe I'm just going to make it a 41 card deck. Right now, with the Voids, playing Void and a 41 card deck just doesn't seem so logical, so I just took one out. Yeah, that's it, guys. It's TeleDaD 2016. I do not show any matches, but if you want to try it out for yourself, just make sure you play that deck, and then you can just adjust cards the way you want them to. But this deck is really fast if you know how to play it, and especially all the players that play TeleDaD, they know the mechanics. I think you will get into it really quick, and this deck may seem a lot of fun, and you definitely can steal a game or two. Well, yeah, that was Green for Majamas in Pajamas, and maybe we're just going to upload a lot of videos again. I do not know, because that channel is basically just for fun, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoyed it, just let us know it back in the comment section. And yeah, have a nice day. Peace.